Hey guys, Brandy with Brandini Mojo, Tarot and Spirit Messages. Trying to adjust here. Sorry. Let's move this. I might have to find a table to start reading on. My drum kit. Sorry about this, guys. Usually I'm already prepared. Alright. I was listening to a little bit of music to get into the tone here. Usually I have my shit together before I start these videos. Usually. Okay, so we're gonna pipe it down a little bit and get into the mantras. This is Mahamrit Yuyaja mantra. This is Sacred Sound Choir. It is a healing mantra. So, the cover photo and the thumbnail today is of Lord Ganesha. A painting that I actually finished back in January around the blood moon, the wolf moon eclipse, the hunter's moon. The drawing had actually been sitting on my dresser for like 4 months before I finally finished it. So, with that energy during the month of January, I finished that painting. And the painting that I also posted a few months ago in the video, the Egyptian looking painting. I finished those two paintings actually simultaneously. But in honor of Saturn going into retrograde today, or, well, in the last few days, and into the next few months, I decided today to pay homage to Lord Ganesha. To start out this reading, this is going to be within the Saturn energy. I do believe that is what I'm feeling calling to me right now. So, gonna light a little bit of Palo Santo. I've already lit some sage earlier, like before I started the video. I just got done cleaning my cards, so that's what I was actually doing while I was jamming out. So cards are clean. I just like to light a little Palo before I get ready. I love the smell of it. It kind of smells like licorice, just a little bit. Don't like the taste of black licorice, but I do like the smell. And I'm sorry, guys, about all the technical difficulties. I have changed. I keep having to change setups here because I'm trying to find out which one works the best. So, again, please be patient with me. So sorry, guys, for the oddities of the last two videos. This one included the last one that I did last week. I'm trying to get more messages into you guys on the daily, but as soon as I actually get this technology situation straightened out, I'll be coming to you every day with daily Divine Soul energy checks. I'm also going to start something new. I decided to do a thing. I got I have the Tarot of Sexual Magic coming. It should be here tomorrow. So I'm going to start doing intimate reads for you guys. I find them quite interesting. So I've also been getting the notion that it's time for me to kind of get a little bit deeper in these readings. It's also going to be something else that I will offer on my list of things that I have. For those of you that don't know yet, I am on Instant Go. A majority of my services are listed there. Um, it's kind of hard for me to list my services here on YouTube because for my YouTube videos and some of the lives that I actually do on Facebook sometimes, these energy readings for me are free to you guys, so that you can get a taste of what it is that I do, and so that you can get familiar with my readings until you actually get to know me. I don't want to be so upfront with the services that I provide because I just started this channel. I don't want to go into this, with the mindset just to make money. I'm actually here to connect people, to connect to other readers like myself and Miss Made for Love, who gave me a shout out on her DM download on Easter Sunday. I'm trying to just connect and vibe my tribe right now, so I'm not pushing too hard for for the channel to grow. It will, as far as I'm concerned, it will grow in time. But for here, for here and now, when I come on these lives and I do these videos for you guys, I don't really want to focus too hard about my services and my list of services, although it would help me a great deal. Um, Again, I just want to show you that I'm here, not from a greedy standpoint, but for, I'm here for the collective to bring you these readings whenever I'm divinely guided to do so. So with that being said, I've got some changes that I'm making to the channel. I appreciate your patience, and to all those guys that have, to all of you that are newly subscribed and haven't followed me that long, I'm much grateful for the fact that you're even following my channel. Again, during these videos, if you watch the entirety of them, all I ask is that you please just let me know that this video resonated with you. Please do me just one favor. You don't necessarily have to subscribe, but if you've watched this video and you find that it resonates with you, please like the video so that I can keep doing this, okay? And so that YouTube doesn't try to shut me down. And again, like I said, I just want to grow my channel for now, and I want to give you guys the best possible messages for the highest good. So basically, I'm getting to that point where Spirit is telling me more and more, just to let things flow, and so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get some things situated with the channel, some things updated with the channel. I'm going to put more of my information whenever I can go into my settings and I can update when I can update and edit some things. I am going to be editing the name of my channel from Brandini Mojo Tarot and Spirit Messages to just Brandini Mojo Oracle and Healing. So it is going to change as soon as I'm able to get past that 90-day grace period. I've already changed the name of this channel once or twice. Can't remember. So anyway, instead of just rattling on, I've been feeling the need to come on and actually do some daily divine soul check-ins with you guys for the last few days. Just been actually working through some more energy. This Saturn retrograde is really hitting me in the lower chakras, guys. And yesterday, my back was hurting so bad that I could really hardly move. And finally, last night, my daughter, she made me some sleepy time tea and told me to relax and try to put all of my energy focus into a good sleep. And I actually took her advice. She's 14, thank God, bless her soul. She's so smart. I took her advice and I drank the tea that she made me, and I focused all my energy into the sleep that I was going to be getting last night. So I was actually able to sleep more restfully, and I woke up this morning and the back pain had subsided, so I can actually move around today. So anyway, like I said, this energy is very potent. It's very strong. With this energy and with this retrograde, I am getting the downloads that now is the time. If you guys have been waiting for that justice, to see what's going to happen with that justice card that's been popping up in all these readings lately, in these next few months, you're definitely going to see in the 3D why that card has been popping up so much, not only for yourself, but for the others around you. Saturn moving into retrograde is all about karma and karmic choices and removing obstacles. And whether that karma is good or bad, well, that depends on the things that you've been doing for the last year, whether or not, you're going to get good karma during this retrograde or whether the bad karma is going to come back and smack you on the ass. So, with that being said, just take into awareness that this energy is going to be moving very swiftly and it's really not going to pull any stops with you guys. So you're going to feel at times like, oh my God, is this over yet? Is this over? And just when you start to think that Mercury retrograde is hell, understand that Saturn, when Saturn moves through, which is why we pay homage to Lord Ganesha, for the removal of obstacles, but he's also the bringer of karma. So with him moving into retrograde, not only are you facing the trials and tribulations of removing obstacles from your path, but you are also having to face the good karma that you've either put in sowed for yourself, or you're going to be reaping what you sow in the karmic sense where karma spanks you. So again, like, to keep from repeating myself, understand that this retrograde will last for 3 months, and it will in some ways make you want to pull your hair out, but at the same time, it's also going to free you from a lot of the residual shit that is carried over from the last few retrogrades of this year. So, it's going to kind of help level you out. That way, by mid-July, you're going to start feeling more productive, things that you've put effort into over the last year or over the last few months, sowing seeds. You're going to start to see the benefits from all of the hard work that you're putting in. And also, I want to remind you that the new moon is coming up on the 4th of this month, which is in 3 days. So now is also the time for you to actually really hone in on the energy that is going on, because with Saturn also comes, again, like the remover of obstacles, and he's also the bringer of good karma. So for whatever good things that you guys have in store for you, it is really a good time right now to set forth your intentions for the new moon, and to really heavily get hyper focused on your manifestations for the coming months and the year to come. So this energy is really, really powerful. Not only will it be moving obstacles out of your way and helping you pretty much clear up the karmic cycles that you have in your life, whether they're good or bad, it's also giving you the opportunity right now to kind of clear your mind and get hyper focused about what it is that you're trying to manifest right now. So that is another thing that I wanted to mention before I get started with this reading. Okay, because more than likely when I pull the cards, it's going to touch on all of this stuff for you guys. So we'll just go ahead and get that out of the way now. And we're going to take a deep breath, because it's time for me to read. They keep telling me to stop talking. All right. I call in earth, air, fire, water, spirit, and the realm of the ether, ascended masters, way showers, and guides. Please allow me to be a clear channel for my divine collective today, to give them this reading with the utmost highest good, and to give them the clearest messages possible from Spirit and the angels. I want to thank you, Spirit, for giving me the ability to be here and to be able to do this for the divine collective. Thank you so much. With much gratitude, let's get this reading started. All right? Today, I'm not sure which decks I'm going to use first, so I'm just going to give it a second. See where they're guiding me. Today, I'm going to start with the energy of the divine feminines. And I'm going to go ahead and use the Vice Versa Tarot. Spirit, angels, and ascended masters, please allow me to tap into the divine feminine energy for the collective today. We want to know what the Divine Feminines, how the Divine Feminines are feeling in the now energy. So far, I'm seeing Star. Divine Feminine's really helpful. Their intuition, they're in line with their intuition. Some are actually aligning with the energy of Venus right now. And you also have that notion that the North Star is guiding the Divine Feminines right now. The North Star. I know in navigation, whenever you lose your way, you can never lose your way as long as you know where the North Star is to guide you home. So I know that this is being channeled a lot right now in the energies for the Divine Collective. I don't shuffle this deck like I do every other ones. I've gotten really particular about how I shuffle this deck, so it's kind of hard to shuffle anyway. All right, so. All right, Spirit, Angels, Ascended Masters. What is the energy overall? Ooh, wow. The energy overall for the Divine Feminines. That is a lot of cards. All right, so it looks like we're going to do this read a little bit different. I don't know how they're wanting me to lay these cards out, so sorry, I'm trying to figure it out. All right, I'm going to go back to doing it this way. Okay, maybe. Well, let's go on in the head space. I'm sure this is going on in the heart space. So let's go on in the 3D space. Double energy. Bound. Justice. Okay, here she is again. So I'm assuming that's going to go here. All right, and Judgment. All right, Justice and Judgment with the Magician. All right, this is going to be a little different, guys. I'm not used to this. It's like I don't even know what I'm doing here. It's just random. It's just random spread, y'all. All right, but we're going to get to the bottom of this in just a second. We have the High Priestess at the bottom. And the Empress. And here we have the King of Wands in reverse. All right. So I have the Knave of Swords. From this side of the card, when we aren't able to see his aggressive facial expression, the Knave seems slight and easily blown off course. His grip on the sword seems defensive, even desperate. The landscape below can be seen even more clearly as ice and snow beginning to melt here and there. Dark clouds approach to blot out the blue sky. This is a person who worries about being able to cope, to keep up with those he admires and wants to learn from. He's almost ready to ask for help, but requires patience and guidance to find a safe landing spot. I really feel like this pertains to the energy of the Divine Feminine the other day when, she's coming into a point where, she's needing help to move forward, but she's not quite in that position to ask for help. And so when she finally does get to that point where she asks for help to those around her right now in the current energy, it is going to help her transition. I mean, for this round of Divine Feminines, it seems like this is a different wave of Divine Feminines than the ones that I picked up on the other day. Um, this is a different wave of Divine Feminine. Um, this Divine Feminine is still going, this wave of Divine Feminines, they are still at the end of that dark night of the soul energy. And so the news is good on this side of the card where you have the Nine of Cups. Okay, it's about your hopes and goals. You can see more clearly and get more clearly about your hopes and goals, that you more easily see the path to the fulfillment. Don't limit yourself to small dreams. Don't be afraid to wish for the stars. Okay, I'm getting the notion that this is about manifestation. Like I said, Divine Feminines, have to understand that, like, although we feel like we're very, very independent, this is for that round of stubborn Divine Feminines that are still stuck in that sword energy where you have to have help. Like, you cannot do this all by yourself, Divine Feminine, whoever you are. You are going to need help through this process. And so it's not going to be an easy one. And especially when it comes to manifestation, sure, you get yourself in the line of business to start manifesting, but at the same time, you can't manifest your dreams unless you start talking about them to the people that are around you. Some form of way, you're going to have to speak this into existence and know that you have a support system for when you do. Because what manifester manifests on their own? They really don't. I mean, we do to a degree, but at the same time, like, the way that our energy works in manifestation is, we rely on the energy of others at the same time. Like, energy works with energy. So you can't necessarily manifest by yourself, because obviously you do need your own power and force, your sheer force of will, but at the same time, you also need the cosmos as well. You also need the cosmos, and you need the other energies that make up the cosmos to actually make that. A whole point in manifestation is not to be done by yourself, So Divine Feminines maybe need to understand that, whether you're brought to this place that you're at through bad decisions or the whims of fate, at this point you can only go forward. The past can be mended. It is what it is. Expand your awareness to find the help you need right now, for it's very close at hand. The situation may be dire, so a pity party will not help matters. Like, right now, Divine Feminines, like, some of these Divine Feminines in this energy are still fighting off the lower level energies of feeling bound to their karmic, or bound to a karmic situation, or bound to a love situation. This is the Lovers down here at the bottom. The devil has them bound. There's also things that the Divine Feminine does not quite yet know. And so, sorry about that. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. So here in this energy with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Cups, the Divine Feminine needs to understand that although she is independent, it takes literally a lot of energies and a lot of things in the cosmos to help you manifest your dreams. So now is that point where you have to buckle down, get focused, ask for help, share your thoughts, share your ideas, and let them come to fruition. So with the Nine of Wands in this position here, the Knight and the Unicorn face wild lightning with no hesitation or faltering in their process. The torch casts a golden shadow and glow to counter the white-hot flashes before them. They show no sign of fear or even caution. The real shadow side of this knight is his appetite for drama. Facing down the lightning will make a great tale to tell if he survives it. Let others have their small, safe lives. This is a person who needs extra fire of excitement to feel truly alive. I feel like for the Divine Feminines, that fire is already there. And that is what is moving the divine feminine forward. Again, like I said, having to come to the realization that you're not in this alone, and that whatever brought you here to this place, there are still things about the past that, you know, have brought you here to this place for a reason. You may not understand why you're in the situation, and you may not understand why you've had to go through all these things that you've gone through. But the understanding with the moon here is that the things that you do not know will be enlightened to you in time. And the situation that you've gone through and where you are now, all of this is being divinely guided and giving you patience in order to accept this place of bondage that you've been in, but also turn the situation around for yourself, because you ultimately are the master of your own ship. That is why the Page of Pentacles is here. What is above will be so below. So whatever you think about, you can bring about. Whatever you think about, whatever you dream about, you're actualizing. So with the Devil energy here, you know, this came up another reading that I watched yesterday, the Devil card, and the Devil's placement here with the Divine Feminine and her energy right now. The Divine Feminines from this wave are still needing to be aware that although you just went through another awakening or another paradigm shift, now there's another lesson for you. And that is not to be in an energy where you're obsessed, or it's kind of like these two cards right here together. What I'm getting from these cards and what I'm seeing in these cards, also with this sitting right next to it, the five of Pentacles. Okay, this card right here and this card right here are trying to let you know. It's like Spirit is trying to let you know that you've just gone through a major transformation to relieve yourself of the bondage here of this energy, this lower vibrational energy. But what Spirit is warning you against, that you still, no matter how much you fight off this energy, you're still going to have the adversity no matter how enlightened you become. So what this card and right here is telling you is not to get sucked up in the energy of longing, obsession, lust, because it can still make you stagnant, and you don't want that, especially just going through all of these other transformations that you've just been through. This is just a warning to not get sucked back up into that energy by overthinking. So if you're thinking about the outcomes of what's going to happen, like if you're doing magic, spells, or anything like that, this is for those that are, because I can feel it. Some of you guys are doing magic, but the thing of it is when you do a spell, you have to leave it be, or else if you keep putting thoughts or energy into that spell, once you have performed the spell, if you keep giving it attention, then it's just going to dumb your spells down, and they're basically going to be powerless, and they're not going to work for you in the manner that you hope they will. You'll have to do it over again. So the point of this is to kind of remove yourself from the energy of feeling like you're bound to something. If you do a spell, especially if you do a love spell, you just need to do the spell and leave it be, and let nature take its course. You know, don't try to force the outcomes. Don't try to force the outcome, and don't try to stay stuck on the outcome. Whatever spells that you're doing, you need to do them and just leave them be and let nature take care of them. Don't follow so closely what's going to trail behind, because that's not good for you, and it'll also render your spells powerless if you're doing this. So watch yourself when it comes to the material way of thinking, when it comes to the 3D way of thinking, because the 3D way of thinking is going to try to suck you right back into this energy, and that's something you don't want. But that's also the adversity that comes with being enlightened, because once you're enlightened and you go through a certain cycle, you're going to repeat the same thing over again, or Spirit is going to test you with this energy to see if you fall back in it, or if you've obtained the strength through the last lesson to get through this lesson. It's more or less saying, well, I've already gone through these cycles, I've already come out of this energy. But what the Devil is saying here is that you're never going to be completely free of it. You still have to have the free will to know the difference and not getting sucked up into this energy once again, because it can happen. It can happen very easily. Just when you think you're finished with the lesson, there's always another one coming in right behind it. So this is basically what Spirit is trying to tell you. Beware of the earthly things that can, beware of the earthly way of thinking that can get you sucked back up into this energy. And don't, what they're telling me is, for those of you watching that are completely stuck on the outcome between you and your divine masculine, you need to come out of that energy. Obsessions, lust, greed, jealousy, if you are still fighting any of these emotions within yourself and you're still being triggered by them, you still have work to do, sweetheart. I don't know who this is for, but it's just a warning that to be careful and to not let yourself, don't let yourself get sucked back into things. Okay. So you've got the Six of Cups here. Somebody's feeling nostalgic about the past. And I wouldn't necessarily say they're feeling nostalgic about the past, but again, like I said, you know, whatever has been hidden from you, whatever has tied you to bondage, the things that you still have not yet to understand about the situation will be enlightened to you. Because what is in the dark can't stay in the dark. It'll always come to the light eventually. And that's what the moon card is here. That's what the moon card's here to stay, to say to you, more or less. So with the Six of Cups, on this side, take advantage of an upbeat emotion to accomplish things on every level, not just the interpersonal work. Study or other responsibilities may seem unimportant compared to the rapture of love, but come down to earth long enough to keep the home fires burning. Don't get too carried away by the delicious giddiness of youth. And so that's another thing. Like, that's just to reiterate, you know, don't let the illusions before you fool you, okay? The illusion is that although you've just gone through a serious transformation, the illusion is that you might think that you're free and clear, but you're not, okay? You still have lessons about bondage to come. And this card right here is a matter of you making sure that you are releasing yourself from this bondage, okay? And these are the bondage of your own thoughts, okay? This is earthly. This is also Capricorn energy. This is a cardinal energy. This is a cardinal energy here. A very, very strong one. It's also in the major arcana, which means that the lesson's not over, and that is the illusion that you're under at the moment. So just when you think that your lesson's finished, don't ever make that assumption. Don't ever make the assumption that your lesson's finished ever, because it is never finished. I promise you. Okay, so I am just here to guide you with spirit to tell you not to underestimate what the hell is happening here, because you still have this energy lurking around and you always will. Okay, this is just saying to be aware that you're still going to go through lessons of bondage, and you need to remind yourself and get very, very strict on yourself about how you deal with this. Okay, about how you deal with this in the 3D realm. Because like I said, you know, that lover's bondage is always going to be there. You know, you're always going to have the opposition there, whether you like it or not. And every time that you go through another life lesson, or you go through a shift, you're still going to have to face a new cycle with the same kinds of energy, only you're going to be facing it in different ways. You know, the same kind of cycles are not going to repeat themselves in the same exact way. You know, just because you learned a lesson just now doesn't mean that spirit isn't going to put this energy in your face again so that you know how to deal with the adversity. It's whether or not you learned a lesson the last time. So they're going to test you to find out. But the warning here with this card and these other two cards, well, the warning here for the devil energy is just to not get sucked into the ideals of obsession. because obsession is not a good thing. This could be another form of codependency when you're obsessed on the outcome of what's going to happen between you and your divine masculine, or if you're obsessed or OCD, or it's just different things. It's not just about obsession. This could be about lust. It could be about the things that you want, and not being patient. Patience a huge thing, and that's where the Justice card comes in. The Justice card and the Temperance card, this is telling you to be patient, that you still have lessons to learn about bondage and this connection that you're in, because there's still things taking place as far as transformations. There are still transformations going down within this wave of divine feminines and divine masculines that I'm picking up on today. So this is why Justice is here. Justice is here to bring light to the situation and to help you balance things out. And this is also where the Saturn energy comes in. Saturn energy is going to bring about good karma and bad karma. This is why Justice is here. Everybody's been preparing us for this retrograde because Spirit and the angels have been saying that this round of karma that's coming, whether it's good, it's going to be if it's good for you, it's going to be highly abundant. It's the perfect time to set forth goals and all those other good things, that come with good karma. But if you've been doing dirt to others, okay, whether it's to yourselves, to your divine masculine, or to the other people around you, karma is coming, and it's coming swiftly, and it's coming hard. This year's karma and Saturn retrograde is going to be ass kicking, okay? Like, there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it, because we've all felt this coming. We've all felt this coming. We all know it's coming. All right? The Magician is working with Justice. This is like who I see as the Magician in this card right now. This is the cosmos. This is Spirit. Okay. Spirit is the Magician. He is the grand magician, the grand papa, the genie of the universe. Okay. And right now, the genie of the universe is at the center of all of this thing. And the divine feminines know that, because they're highly intuitive. They know what's going on. And this is why Judgment is here. Okay. We're going through a time where we're all being judged. For the divine feminines, this warning about the devil energy is for the divine feminines, because you guys are going through a new paradigm shift. Okay. It's just warning you not to fall back into the shit of that, the things that you have just learned lessons from. It's to be aware that this energy is here, and it's going to be hovering over you, and it may have to fight within yourself to relieve this bondage that you feel. Like, whether I feel like it's more of the divine feminines obsessing over the outcome of what is going to happen with their divine masculines. Okay, that is very strongly what I'm feeling like is going on. So Spirit is just saying that he's here. He's moving things forward for you. Justice is here. Temperance is here. Judgment is here. It's not a time, like I've been saying for the last couple of months, it is not the time to be creating situations that will bring more bad karma upon you. But be aware. Just be aware. You're the divine feminine. You have the gift of foresight. So this is what Spirit is telling you, that you have the gift of foresight. You know what is coming. That even though you have just gone through a shift and you've just learned some lessons, they're saying here that to be vigilant. Do not get sucked back up into the same low vibrational energies that were tying you down before, because it is just going to make it that much harder for you to come back out of it again. So with that being said, Spirit here being the grand magician, I also just saw the Eight of Wands card pop up, and this is about karma on this side. It means clean up your karmic mess, or else Pegasus will do it for you. That's Saturn talking. This is also the angels talking. Queen of Wands. This is the feminine energy. We're laying down the wands so that we can move into our Queen of Cups. The Six of Pentacles is finding balance within this dynamic. Finding balance and looking at each one of these pentacles as a part of the sun. Okay? But each one of these pentacles also represents an element as well. It means the elements are coming together. Okay? The elements are coming together within which you will find balance. But you have to remember that warning about the devil energy, about the lower vibrational energies, guys. And this couldn't get any more clear. If there are situations in which you have not cleaned up the mess of, right now would be the time to do so, or Pegasus would be sent to do it for you. And this is a message from Zeus. Zeus doesn't play whenever he smites someone. Zeus doesn't play when it comes to karma. Okay. This message, the download that I got over this card alone about a month and a half ago, that message was pretty brutal. The angels were not playing, and they're not playing today either. I don't know why they're being so harsh. It's not harsh, but it kind of feels very, very justicey, like you're in a court of law here. It really, that's what the energy feels like to me today. And they're being more adamant toward the divine feminines right now because the divine feminines are ahead in the evolution process. So it's kind of like how whenever I get onto my daughter because I crack down on her a little bit harder because she should know better, like that whole ladylike behavior, etc. Especially when she's being ugly to other people, I crack down on her even harder because she's one day going to be the mother. She's going to be a nurturer. And when she's in that Queen of Swords bully energy, like that's not very pretty. So I always tell her, what do we want to know? How can the divine feminine move forward in this next phase? Get grounded and focus on your money. Focus on material things. Focus on your visions for the future. Focus on your house and stability. Focus on bringing earthly things to the forefront, bringing down all that which you wish to bring down from heaven on the material plane. Spirit needs the divine feminines to focus more on their finances, more on the earthly realm than in the spirit realm right now. They're trying to tell us to take a step back from that because it's draining our strength. It's draining our strength, okay? They say not to worry because you're doing what you need to be doing. You're on the right path. These are new opportunities. This is endless abundance coming. So it's abundance that the divine feminine is being asked to focus on right now. Abundance. Self-love. Self-love. Self-love does not mean being stubborn and independent. It also means loving yourself enough to know when you need to ask for help, because that's not being prideful. It's kind of setting aside your pride and knowing that good things are coming for you in abundance. To take the focus off the divine masculine and start worrying more about the stability, okay? That this is what the divine masculines also need from the divine feminine right now. They need the divine feminine to be stable. They need the divine feminine to be in her cup of love. They need the divine feminine to be in the Queen of Cups energy, okay? This is what the divine masculines need from us, and this is what spirit is asking us to align ourselves with right now at this particular time. Okay, because focusing on all the things that we lost, focusing on the bondage, focusing on the negative is only going to hurt more. For one, it's going to prolong the process. Two, and three, it's draining the shit out of your energy, and the energy that you need to be putting forth isn't going where it needs to go. So more or less, it's in a position right now for this wave of feminines. It's going to create a blockage for you if you don't deal with it now. That is what spirit is saying. So. For the Divine Feminines, I'm going to pull an Oracle card for 3. For the Divine Feminines, Spirit wants to tell you to embrace spirit and trust in magic. Embrace spirit and trust in magic. It also means to trust in yourself, trust in spirit, and trust that things are working just as they should, because everything that is meant for you will be for you. Okay? And wow. Oh. See the signs? The signs are in front of you. You guys are seeing them in synchronistic form. Hear the ancient ones. Can't get any clearer than that. Be patient. Be patient. Because everything is happening with need and necessity. That means everything is happening in good time, guys. Everything is happening in divine timing, and you cannot rush it. That's where the devil energy is there, straining your energy. So for you, wave of divine feminines that this is for, if this resonates with you, it's a message to you. Everything happens in divine timing. You can kick that devil energy's ass by knowing that everything's going to happen in divine timing, and stop focusing on the outcomes and stop obsessing over it, okay? Because it's going to get easier by the day. All right, now we're going to tap into divine masculine energy. All right, Spirit. What's going on with divine masculines today in the now? I just want to tell you guys that my readings are not time, okay? Time is fluid. Or time is an illusion and energy is fluid, guys. So this will resonate whenever it resonates. It can resonate today, resonate tomorrow, 3 months from now, or a year from now. All right, divine masculines. What is going on, Spirit, today with divine masculines? Oh, somebody's thinking about love. Somebody's thinking about love or union, or somebody's seeing the truth about union. Divine masculine. Yeah, he's in a lovey-dovey mood today. Woo-wee. Thinking very heavily about that victory. Fiery, passionate victory. He wants this victory with Divine Feminine. He's feeling very optimistic today. It's feeling like. He wants to plant those seeds. He wants to plant the seeds. And even though the Sun card is in reverse, it's still good because everything's being illuminated to the Divine Masculine about the things that he wants, about the seeds that he's planting right now. He is thinking very, very hard about the divine union here. He wants happiness. That's in his heart space. His head space, thinking about Divine Feminine all day long. At the same time, the Divine Masculine is also mirroring the Divine Feminine with the Devil. Okay? He's obsessed with the Divine Feminine. Okay? And the Divine Feminine is obsessed with Divine Masculine. So this obsession that's going on, I'm feeling that this obsession is about a sexual endeavor. Okay? The Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine are thinking very heavily about sex. This is lust. Okay? Now it makes sense. It makes extreme sense as to why the Devil is here right now. He is bringing that lust. He's firing up the lust between the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine because things have been dead for kind of some time. It's like the Devil is now bringing the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine back to life again. Evanescence. There you go. Bring me to life. He's ready to take off that mask that he's been hiding over his emotions. Okay, see the mask is coming off with the Knight of Cups. That's the victory that is taking place within the Divine Masculine. He's about ready to reveal himself. And he wants 10 of coins. Okay, 10 of coins is that ultimate material stability. Could mean in love too. Love, finances, worldly. These are worldly matters here. Divine Feminine wants Divine Masculine wants worldly stability. He's thinking about that Divine Feminine. He's thinking about the happiness that he could have with her. He's possibly even thinking about marriage. Union. He's definitely thinking about union, and he's definitely thinking about the victory that he wants to win over the Divine Feminine. Oh, yeah. Standing. He's feeling emperor. Feeling like he's the emperor today. Yeah. The illusions have been revealed. The Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine is feeling very sexual. He's feeling very much in his power. He knows that he wants Divine Feminine. He wants to move forward. He's obsessed with her. And the moon is revealing all. The moon is telling all the secrets. He's ready to manifest. He is ready to manifest this union. This is going down at the 3D, yo. At the star. Oh, the star! The star is here. Hope, illumination, enlightenment. Cosmic enlightenment. Magic. Star. The star that leads Divine Masculine home. He's following the North Star home. And he's believing in himself. He's believing in the situation. He's believing in the magic of it. And he's laying down the fight within his mind. He's no longer fighting with his mind about it. He wants to bring home the Ace of Coins. To give his woman the Two of Cups. He's ready for that Two of Cups. He's ready for union. Oh my God. He's being reborn. Oh, he's having faith. The Hierophant. He's moving slowly, but it's coming. Oh my God. These Divine Masculines today are killing me. Killing me. Yeah, he's not waiting for his shit to come in anymore. He is moving toward it. So justice? Justice is here for the divine masculine as well. Bringing these things to light, balancing out the scales like Ma'at, weighing the heart and the feather. I really believe, like, I don't know why, I just thought of that, but Ma'at is the actual, the way that they explain Ma'at, okay, in Egyptian mythology is Ma'at is the goddess of justice. She's the goddess of the underworld. She's the goddess of justice. She is the one who they say that Ma'at is a goddess. Ma'at is a goddess, but she is also the scale itself that the heart and the feather are weighed on. Okay, Ma'at is the scale herself. She is the scale. Okay, I don't know if anybody understands that, but here lately, this is what the Justice card is bringing up to me. It reminds me of Ma'at being the scales of life and weighing the heart and the feather on the scales of each man and woman who face her. If the heart outweighs the feather, then that means that the person whose heart outweighs the feather, if the heart is not as light as the feather, they suffer an eternity in the duat. But right now, what is happening for the divine masculine and the divine feminine is their hearts are being weighed on the scales of justice. And if their hearts are to be found as light as the feather, then they can move forward to the next phase. Most feminines have passed their test and most masculines are doing it too. So I really, truly, really had to reiterate this card for what I'm seeing with the card right now. And that is that the masculines and feminines' hearts are being weighed on a scale and to be made lighter for whatever was weighing down the divine masculine and the divine feminines in their heart space. This whole entire process, these whole entire lessons are doing the divine masculines and divine feminines a service, okay? So that when you get to the scales of justice, your heart doesn't outweigh the feather, okay? This is what Spirit wanted to tell me about this card for you guys. Like, think about that process. Okay, the scales of justice are not always ominous. You think about this shit when you get in trouble and you're standing in front of the judge and you're wondering if the judge is going to lay the smack down on you, or if you're going to get out of jail out of free, get out of jail free pass. You know what I'm saying? But this isn't about that kind of justice. The kind of justice that is being served right now isn't just karmic. The kind of justice that is being served is for the divine feminine and for the divine masculine's complete and utter healing and ascension. Okay? So, I just figured I might lighten the load a little bit whenever I am talking about the justice card here, because everybody's been so heavy about this justice, that's going down. It's not just karmic, guys. It's about the things that you're going through, the things that you are going through, and the things that the divine masculines are going through. It's about making the heart lighter so that it's not so heavy. It's giving you the freedom and giving you the relief to lift the burdens off of your heart, guys. So the burdens are being lifted, choices are being made. And old ideas are now being changed. Old ideas that were once too far-fetched, are not so far-fetched anymore. The divine masculine is contemplating these things that once did not work for him that might be possibly working for him now. The things in his mind are being flipped around. They're being tempered. They're being balanced. So if these divine masculines were not balanced in their thoughts before, and the way that they used to look upon a certain situation, maybe the situation with the divine feminine, these things are changing. So if you're, in other words, if your divine masculine was a dick to you and he spent a lot of time rejecting you, all of that right now in his mind and in his headspace in the 3D, it's being reworked completely. If he was once a superficial individual, he is no longer thinking from that mentality anymore. That way of thinking is over for the divine masculine. This dude, all he can think about today in this energy is union. He's thinking about his lover. He is feeling passionate. He wants that 2 of Cups. He's not fucked up about it. He knows what he wants. He's being reborn again. And he's actually in a position to have faith in things where he did not before. It's part of this card here. He's having faith in things that he did not have faith in before. And he's removing all this negative energy, this broken-hearted sorrow. He's moving out of the sorrowful energy now. And funny. He's also moving into the King of Cups energy as well. Same as divine feminine. In a lot of ways, these divine masculines and divine feminines are mirroring themselves. Except today the divine masculine is in a much better mood and he is much more hopeful than he has been in quite some time. So I guess while today the divine masculines are having a very good day and they're having a very good positive outcome in their awakening process today in this energy, the divine feminines are kind of feeling the weight of it on the other side a little bit heavier. It's not always going to be, sunshine and lollipops. When the divine masculine feels good, you're going to feel like shit. You feel good, the divine masculine is going to feel like shit. Truth comes out, you're both going to feel like shit. I mean, it's the dynamics just never change. It's one thing or another. Usually quite the opposite. So, with that being said, the divine masculines, I'm so proud of them. I'm proud of the divine feminines too. It's just divine feminines right now need to worry a little bit more about where that devil energy can take them, even though it's a good thing that the devil energy is there between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, because it is lighting a fire of passion between them where something may have once been dead for a long time. And although that is a very, very good thing, it's still one of those things where I think for the divine masculine and divine feminine both, they need to kind of beware and take heed of that obsessive kind of energy, like when they're obsessing over the person that they miss. And I know it's hard because you miss the person and you don't necessarily look at it, you're not necessarily looking at it as a, one of those things where you're being obsessed. You may not look at it that way, but at times you kind of need to still be aware of what's going on around you. It's like being aware of your surroundings. Never, ever, ever have your back turned to the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Because the minute you turn your back on your enemy, that is when they sneak up and battle strategy is not working in your favor. So that's all Spirit wanted to reiterate to the divine feminines. They are proud of you guys. They are proud of you guys, all of you, divine feminines and masculines. They want to tell you to hang in there because it's all going to be okay in divine timing. Okay, for the divine masculines, these are your oracle messages. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Okay, divine masculines, the message for you from Spirit is to show that you care. All right? Stop hiding. It's time to come out of hiding. It's time for you to seek your destiny. Okay? Destiny is not going to find you. You have to find it. You have to get off your ass and start moving. No offense. Love you guys. Love all of you. Special bunch of divine masculines. Okay, let go of the shit that's old. Okay, if you guys are still holding a grudge, divine masculines, if you're holding a grudge on your feminine because she walked away from you while you were being a stupid idiot, they're just telling you that you need to let go of that. You need to stop feeling like you're the victim, because you're not. You're not a victim. Nobody was a victim here. Okay, the only thing that has happened is Spirit brought the two of you together and made you go through some crazy shit so that you could come back together and be stronger. So whatever it is that you are holding a grudge toward the divine feminine for, divine masculine, I'm gonna get that ass right now. You need to let go of that. It's petty. Team Petty can be on Team Petty, but this is Team Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. Okay, there's no petty in the mix in there. Okay, let go of it. Let go of the old shit that no longer serves you. Wash away your burdens. Know your fears, divine masculines, and make the sacrifice. You're not making the sacrifice right now, but you need to be. And I feel like this is pride, really. They're telling you to get off your pride. Swallow it. Because it's only your fears holding you back. Okay? You're not, the fears are not what divine spirit and divine source have meant for you guys. All right? So know that it's your fears that are holding you back. Let go of the old shit, wash away your burdens, and make the sacrifice, because you're taking forever. No wonder the divine feminines are losing their fucking minds right now. It's also saying to the divine masculine, love without conditions. There are no conditions when it comes to love. This is for a message for divine feminines as well. Okay, this is a message for the whole entire collective. Love without condition, because that is what unconditional love really means. You cannot love someone inside of a cage. You cannot love someone inside of expectations. And you cannot expect someone to truly love you while you're holding all these things over their heads. Okay? Pay attention to your dreams, because you guys are getting downloads in your dreams still. To love without condition and to know what unconditional love really means that you are now mastering the cosmic law of love, which beats all. Okay? They say that love is the conquer all. Love is the conquer all. And when it comes to divine, when it comes to cosmic laws, okay, the laws of man do not mean shit. Let me tell you that right now. The laws of man don't mean shit, but the laws of the cosmos, those are the laws that you follow. Those are the laws that you do not break. Those are the laws that you abide by. Okay, and the greatest law of all is to love without conditions. To love unconditionally. All right, and that is exactly what their final message is for the collective today. Love without condition. If you don't know the true meaning of unconditional love and how it flows and works within the universe, you need to start to learn. Okay, because it's going to help you on your journey, and it's going to help you through the times that are the hardest, through the times where you don't want to let go, through the times where you are obsessed, through the times where you don't know what to fucking do with yourself because you think you're crazy, and all this shit that's going on and happening to you in this cosmic dynamic between you and your soulmate, you and your divine counterpart. Knowing the law of unconditional love all by itself is going to be the greatest tool that you will have to overcome this. Okay? So if you've never heeded the messengers now, like before now would be a good time, guys. Now would be a really, really good time. And don't forget to seek the lesson, because there's always a lesson. And this is my spirit guide, Aquila, telling you, seek the lesson, know what unconditional love means. My wolf Aquila said so. Seek the lesson. Okay? And be patient. They're saying it again. Be patient. All right? And when it comes time for you to need help, Divine Feminines, reveal your truth. Okay? Divine Masculines, it's time for you to reveal your truth. Make the sacrifice. Come out of that silence. It's time. So, with that being said, I think with that energy coming out in the cards, that's kind of Spirit's way of saying the Divine Masculines are going through this round. And the Divine Feminines that are going through this round. To the Divine Feminines, Spirit wants to say you've done an amazing job so far, but beware. Beware not to get sucked back up into the same energies that you just now came out of and defeated. Okay? They're this morning. So, with that being said, this concludes my reading for today, guys, for the Divine Energy, Divine Souls check-in. Tomorrow, I'm going to have 2 new decks of cards. One will be the Sexual Magic, the Tarot of Sexual Magic, the Los Garabo deck. So I'm going to come at you tomorrow with an intimate read. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Okay, and so I'm going to stop this at 1:11. 1 hour and 11 minutes, guys. Stay tuned, and I'll be back tomorrow with an intimate read for Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines. Much love, much love. Oh, and again, if you want to book a personal reading with me, send me a message to pearlofthesea13@gmail.com, or you can find me at Brandy Dye on Instant Go. And so I have a list of services on Instant Go. If you don't go to Instant Go and you want to find me anyway, just send me a message through pearlofthesea13@gmail.com. I'll send you a list of services, and then we can go from there. All right. Much love and light to you guys. And I want to thank you again to all my new subscribers. Namaste.